What's up guys, welcome back to another episode here on our Rainy Day Skyblock series. And last episode we built a melon farm, which led us to get our final study unlocked, which is a wheat farm. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today's episode, just to finish off our farming studies. So if you guys are enjoying this series so far, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, notifications turned on, and also comment what you want to see next. So getting straight into today's video, we need to get ourselves a lot of things. But before we do any of that, we have been getting our skills up quite a lot. So if we go into farming, we have 9 points. Now 9 points is a requirement in order to get, I think it's called Replanter. If we just, I think it's branch 2. Yeah, so Replanter, a chance to replant a broken crop. Now it does go all the way up to 5. Yeah, so it does go all the way up to 5. But apparently they've changed it so it's only 3 that you need just to max it out. So with 9 points, we should be able to get ourselves there. So we got Dust Collector, it increases sky dust from farming. That's 1. Replanter, again, what we're trying to get. Now we have to get this one before we can split off into different branches. And because it's the like MC MMO equivalent ability, it's like 3 points. So these two down here will also be 3. And then increase sky dust again. Chance to replant a thingy. Increase sky dust. And chance to replant. So now we got replanted 3 and we should be out. Yeah, so we are out. Now we should be able to constantly have 100% chance to replant a broken crop. Now there's only one way to test that. So let's quickly grab ourselves some dirt. Now we did buy ourselves quite a lot of dirt. So let's get that. We're also going to need some wheat seeds. Now we should have the ability to buy them. So let's head over to the shop, and just like that, we're able to buy them. Right, now my question is, if I break it with the replanter, does it go into my inventory? Now I know that's got no water. Let's fix that actually. Let's just go upon it and buy my fountain. So before we do like any sort of design, we're just gonna figure out how it works properly. So we also need to get ourselves some bone meal. Luckily we have our little bone meal machine down here. So let's bone meal this. So now that's a full grown plant. Now I should replant it. Okay, so it did replant it. But what happens if we had no seeds on us? Does it replant it? It does. So we actually don't need seeds. Okay, that's going to be really good. Because now if I do this, you can see no seeds went in, but it's there. And because it's not fully grown, it gets rid of it. Okay. So that's how this farm is going to work. Now, obviously, we can put it just below all this because it's still going to collect it. Now, it's nicked all my wheat seeds. There we go. Can't shift click. Whoops. So we can put it below our melon farm because this is going to be like a long farm. We want to just keep adding layers on layers on layers. The only problem with adding layers to this is we got to work from bottom to top in order to get it working properly. So we're going to quickly grab ourselves our materials and we'll be right back. Right, so we've got our materials. We placed our first block. So this is going to be our platform. We go to our Y level. We are Y65. Our other farm is just literally above us. We just turned our render down because, yeah. We can see the bottom. And now if we pop up our chunks, we're working in this one chunk and then 4 along. So let's start on a design. So let's quickly do what we did on the other one. The blocks go on the outside of the chunk. And then we work inwards. Let me quickly get myself a stack of dirt because we're going to have to mark this off. Also, we're going to need to somehow get light to this as well as water. I don't know how we're going to pull off. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, with this one, we can actually have a gap in between because we can just fly with one gap without getting pricked, like we did with the cactus. 4 and 4. Right, so time to multiplace all our slabs at the end, and then we can go into the water, which will hopefully fertilize this full land. That's the idea. that should touch each side. Now time for our dirt. This is where we shed through a lot of dirt. We're going to have a lot of layers of this. So it's like, what is this? So each lane is a stack. So this is just 8 stacks right there. Saying that out loud, I realize how much it is. So let's just turn off our fast place for a second, because now we just need to come to the bottom of here, and we need to mark off the bottom of these, just so we can stop it, because this is where the water is gonna drop into. So by having the water drop all the way to the bottom, because remember we're starting from bottom upwards, which now we need to build this up. Now, I don't know how far up we're gonna go, so we're just gonna do 32, nice and round, just like that. Now obviously we can just expand this over time, but the water source we just need at a certain height to begin with. So I don't think we've got enough dirt to fill in all this anyways, so this will do for now. But what I'm going to do is just mark off where the dirt will be in each layer, just so I can match it with the dirt. Now it should reach the top, I believe. Yeah. Perfect. Right, the frame is just about done now. So we're just going to give a little platform here, just so we can place the water smoothly and then just get rid of it once it's all soft blocks. It'll make our life a lot easier. We're going to quickly go ahead and do that. And just like that, our water wall is now done. So when we harvest, when we hoe these 4 tiles and these 4, it should become fertilized all the way up here. Although this is not a source block, it still should work. Yeah, so those 3 have actually done it. So now this is the annoying part where we got to tile every single piece of land. And as I mentioned earlier, this is 8 stacks. So 8 stacks worth of land that we need to harvest, that we need to hoe down. And just like that, we have now tiled all this dirt. So next thing, you guys probably all can guess it. If we go to our shop, we head to farming, we need to buy ourselves 8 stacks of wheat. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with this, again, I've mentioned many times, multiplace is your best friend. Even with crops that for some reason I cannot place. Why can't I? We gotta actually do the lighting first with these ones. Now I'm still yet to figure out how we do that. Okay, so we're placing this end one because it's like sunlight coming from the left. We can't place on the right one because the sunlight is blocked by the water stream. So if we go into farming, let me just quickly buy this again. Right, so let's click F3. Again, we're looking at our light source in the top left. This is a 6, which, well, this is... Okay, we're gonna go by this one. So that's a 5, that's a 6, that's a 7, that's an 8. So 5, no, 6, 7, 8. So it has to be a minimum of 7. So if we place you there, the light actually travels through it, which is good. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna make it match the top one, if I remember how. So like there, then there, boom, those two, those two, these two, these last 2, and then when it's on, there's 6 in between each one. Yeah. So we're going to do that every other one. So we're not going to do it above, but we're going to do it the next one. Obviously, because we want it one above the dirt layer. We don't want it in line with the dirt layer. We want it one above. So we're going to need a lot of glowstone for this farm. But it will definitely be worth it. So let's do the same on the other side. We put 1 there. Then we'll go to the center of our chunk. the end, center, end, and we just keep repeating this process all the way down. And if we place it correctly, it should be the same on both sides. Great, so now all my light levels should be correct. Now my only concern is that once we put a layer directly above this, the light levels might go down a bit. I'm not completely sure yet. So it's going to be one of those we trial and error with. Okay, and I already can't place one here. Why are you a 6? Okay, we actually have a few 6s here and there. So we're just going to tinker around with our light source, and then we're going to be right back with a solution. Right, so we have came to a fix, hopefully. Basically what I've done is we place glowstone every 2 blocks, so it's going to use up a lot more glowstone. But hopefully we have enough to get some layers done. Now we did buy ourselves a buttload of glowstone not that long ago, so I believe we still have like 19 stacks or so, which should do us quite well. Now all this should place down. There we go. Right, so now you've seen us do the first layer. We're gonna continue with the second layer and so on to see how many layers we can do. If you go into player vault 8, so we do have quite a lot of dirt, so let's split this down. So that's obviously make that a full stack. We can get ourselves 1, 2, 3 more layers, which is honestly a decent start. And once we get those 3 layers done, we'll then be able to see if the light source gets affected, and if it does, I don't know how to solve it. We might just have to go and break like random ones like here, plus a glowstone, and so on. And then I'll also get below and the layer that it's on. But I'm trying to avoid that just to max out our efficiency, because there's like 8 stacks of crops here. We should 100% replant when we harvest without having any seeds in our inventory, and the chunk hoppers should collect everything. So that is our goal. So if we just actually grab myself some dirt, I left it in the thing. Let's do that. Now we should just be able to place it there. And yeah, I'll be back 3 layers later.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, so we're back 4 layers later. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 layers later. Just had to double check then. So it's also been quite a while. For some reason that row is not planted. So we're going to plant that row. Now everything else should be fully grown. So if we go along and harvest all should get harvested and replanted, because we have ourselves replanted 3. So let's just check. Now that front one didn't. Okay, I don't know why that one didn't. Now is that going to be the case all across? So it does look like it's all planting, although it missed the back one over there. I swear all these are fully grown. So maybe over the period of time we're going to actually lose out on some, because again, look, one back there didn't get planted. If you come all the way over here, I'm pretty sure there was another one. If I haven't passed, yeah, right here. So over the period of time, we're gonna lose out on quite a lot, but it is really good, the fact that it replants. But our wheat knowledge is going up pretty quick, so hopefully by us keep adding layers to this and just keep harvesting it, we should be able to get ourselves Fortune 4 pretty easily. And then once we have ourselves Fortune 4 unlocked, we can start working towards Unbreaking 3, I believe it is, which is in the terracotta studies. So for that, it's just going to be a lot of tedious mining, which yeah, not looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure there's also an efficiency 6 somewheres. I'm gonna have to look around because I don't know what study that falls under, but I definitely know that there is one. So we're just gonna harvest all this and we're gonna see where our knowledge leaves off. Okay, so we've harvested it all. Now looking on this top layer, everything has replanted that we've harvested. So I'm hoping the same has been on the other layers. Maybe the ones that didn't replant were just like, it was almost fully grown to the point where it's just like a bit discolored compared to this wheat right there. So that's what I'm assuming happened with them. I also noticed that a hoe takes a 0 durability when harvesting all this, which is brilliant, because that's how I like things to be. Obviously, it's the same with wheat and sugarcane. So those two are probably the best to harvest for your crops to go to the nether. And yeah, so from that, I believe we got... So it was 1,000 for... Where is it? Wheat. So 1,000 to get to apprentice. And then whatever we had to get to a proficient right now. So as you can see, total is 2,760. We already had about 200, 300-ish. So about 2,500 just from all that. Which is crazy. So a few more harvests of this and we should be way on our way to getting it. But over time, once we get ourselves some more dirt, we'll be expanding this to this top layer which we got. And then probably think about going further. I'm pretty sure in wheat at some point, no, in the nether at some point, we're definitely going to have like carrots and potatoes, something that we need to change this wheat out for. So that's what this farm is going to be, but for now it's just sticking with the wheat. Now from the outside it doesn't look anything special, it's literally just a waterfall. But from the top and from like the sides and the... I don't even think you could class the sides as like complete. No, not really. Yeah, so from some angles it looks like presentable. From others it's just a waterfall. But the farm is efficient nonetheless. Now we're probably going to spruce it up somehow, make it look a bit better than it already is. And hopefully that'll just add that extra bit to it, because right now it's just looking very bland. So let's see what we can do, and we'll come back with a product, and we'll be ending the episode there. So we'll be right back once it's looking nice. Okay guys, so we've just added some yellow stained glass to suit the same color as the wheat. We're thinking about adding some leaves going down the corner maybe, but I don't know if that'll be like overdoing it. Obviously it's just a simple farm and it's on a skyblock world, so we don't really need to do it up too fancy. Obviously we need to get ourselves a lot more layers, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 more layers, which is 88 more stacks of dirt. So it's quite a lot of dirt to grind. So off camera, if we just drop down over here, we're probably going to end up building a second layer to this off camera. So we're going to get the waterfall going, so we've got a full second layer of trees, but for our spruce, mainly so we can start growing dirt, because we need somewhere to do dirt. And currently we have not got anywhere, so we've just been buying dirt, but it's getting quite pricey. And we have spruce unlocked, so we might as well go ahead and do that. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button, subscribe bell notifications turned on, and comment what you want to see next. I'll see you guys in the next one.